So, Power Rangers Dino Fury has just come out on Netflix with only episodes 9 through 11. So, I'm going to review them one video at a time so it can actually be accurate. So, here is the review of episode 9. So the ninth episode begins with the Rangers are actually heading for a camping trip to get away from the city and also take a R&R break, which we seen Ollie actually have a bag, well, his backpack that actually has electronics. So we knew that he actually tried them out. For example, his Havoc, which is actually has a motion added to it, which Saito tried it, but it actually gone out of control. So they knew that using electrical devices is sort of, well, not camping material. So we knew how he can actually use his electrical devices. Meanwhile, we see Mucus actually saw the Rangers with a new sport beast that they found named Rustafa, which they are actually trying to use Void Knight's new invention, which disrupts the jamming signal that will actually jam any electrical devices. That includes the Rangers' teleportation and their communicators. So when the Rangers actually found out what actually happened, they morph and battle them. But when Mucus actually released the balloons, which he actually did without Void Knight's signal, he actually got loose, and the device actually begins jamming their communications, which also jamming the morphing grid. So without morphing, they cannot actually fight Void Knight. So the only way to get help is to go to the city, until Ollie suggests that he create a device that will destroy the balloon, which the Rangers say that they don't actually have time to actually do so. So Ollie has decided to stay behind to actually work on his inventions. Meanwhile, we see Jade and Jayborg are in a wishing well when they actually spotted the Sporks beast. The Sporks. But they actually cannot contact the Rangers because no electricity. So they try to use a payphone, even that's actually jammed, in which Void Knight, Mucus, and Rustafa are actually collecting sporks. So now the Rangers are actually having trouble getting back to the city, which they're actually in circles, which they saw Ollie's new invention that he actually tried out, which they actually are impressed. So now they decide to work together to create a crossbow to fire the invention and to destroy the device, which So Long actually told them about them collecting the sporks, and the hotline is actually flooded all over the line. So they went over to the villains and they morph and battle them, which Rustafa have decided to grow big, while the rest are actually use the Megazords, while Izzy and Javi battle Void Knight. And after the battle, they actually knew that he left with the bag of sporks, which we see the Megazord use the Fortress formation. Then we see how they use the Dino Fury Megazord Warrior formation to defeat Rustafa. And with that, Void Knight put these sporks into the machine, and he said that there's only one way they can actually defeat the Rangers, in which he and Mucus have come up with a plan. So at the end of the episode, we seen Ollie gave the Rangers jackets that actually have sleeping bags, until Izzy actually used a button that actually had a life preserver function, in which they actually all want to try it out as well. Now, I really love how the episodes starting in Netflix, which we actually see how Ollie's inventions that can actually invention destroy the balloon, which of course we see how his technology actually helps, which we see a battle between Void Knight and Rustafa against the Rangers with terrible chicken jokes actually is amazing. Plus the fortress formation actually is incredible as well. And so the total of Sporix that they've each collected, which the Rangers has 5, but Void Knight now has 6 Sporix. So we're going to see what's going to happen on the next episode on the next video. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime Guy here saying sign out. Later.